Hello everyone, True here, back with another video. I hope all of you guys are having a fantastic day. And before we get into today's video, please remember to like and subscribe. We're getting closer and closer to 75 subscribers, so please hit the subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, please remember to drop a like on today's video. It really helps this video get shared with other people. And with all of that being said, let's hop into today's video. So today's video is on Baby Blacephalon. Now, this deck has been around for a very long time. Ever since Unbroken Bonds was released, this card has been seeing competitive play, and even after so many rotations, even after Wishful Baton got rotated, it still survived rotation, and even after Fiery Flint rotated, it still survived rotation. So Baby Blacephalon just won't die. So today we're going to be going over the first place list from Hexter TCG, one of their tournaments a couple of weeks ago, I believe, and this is the exact deck list they ran. So basically we have the 4 Baby Blacephalon. The idea behind the deck, if you don't know, is to use Fireball Circus, discard any number of fire energy cards from your hand. This attack is 50 damage for each card you discarded this way. So basically, excuse me, we need to we play a lot of fire energies, and we can easily get one-hit knockouts on the big VMAXs and get ahead in the prize trade. And that's what makes Baby Blacephalon such a threat, is that it's a one-prizer that can take one-hit knockouts on VMAXs like Eternatus and Centiskorch with basically ease. So that's what makes Baby Blacephalon so good right now. And in order to get so many fire energies, we do play Jirachis to help us dig for things like Giant Hearth and Fire Crystal. And overall, we do play the 18 fire energies, which is a lot of energies. Normal list before rotation only did play 14, but that was because we had Fiery Flints, and now that we don't have Fiery Flints, we need to hit fire energies somehow. So that's why we play 18. And to support our Baby Blacephalon, we're playing Zacian V, so if we don't get an attack off turn 1, or if we go first, we always have that Intrepid Sword option available to us to draw 3 cards. Play one of Crobat, one of Dedenne, just in case we're ever bricked, and if we have a Quick Ball in hand or a Great Ball, we can search out a Dedenne or a Crobat and draw some more cards, which is always pretty nice. We have the one of Cramorant to finish off a Dedenne in the late game for our last 2 prize cards. One thing that really hurts this deck is that Big Blacephalon is rotated, meaning we don't have that burst GX for the end game, so Cramorant V has become more useful than ever in Baby Blacephalon. We play one of Marshadow to help bump any swells that might come in our ways, just so we can play the Giant Hearths. We play one of Mewtwo in combo with Scoop Up Net to recover our welders as efficiently as possible. And we play one of Oricorio-GX just for that explosive draw power once our opponent gets rolling and starts taking knockouts on our Baby Blacephalons. We play 4 Fire Crystal, of course. No energy retrievals, which is pretty interesting, but then again, we are playing 18 fire energies, so 4 crystals is probably enough. We play 2 Great Balls, 4 Quick Balls. Pretty efficient ways to find Pokemon, I like the fact that we have Great Balls instead of just 4 Quick Balls. We play 4 Net, 4 Switch, obviously. Basically every Baby Blacephalon deck plays 4 Nets, 4 Switch. That's pretty normal. We play 1 Boss's Orders, just in case our opponent wishes to knockout and has to set up an attacker on the bench for a turn. We do have the boss option available to be able to Boss's Orders that up, take a knockout, and basically win the game. We have 4 Welders, of course, and 4 Hearts, and that's all I have to say for the deck. Really cool list, and let's hop into some games. Alright, so hopping into our first game against Goram. Good luck to him or her. They have the Player Cups deck box and sleeves. That is something to notice. Excuse me. That means they're either a pretty good player or they just traded for it. Either way, it means they're pretty smart, I would imagine. So let's start Jirachi here. Not start anything else. And let's see what our opponent has going for them versus Zigzagoon. So that probably means our opponent is playing Eternatus, but there's a swell that's not. It's not like most Eternatus decks. There's a Pokemon Communication shuffling back into Crobat. There's an Eternatus V grab from our opponent. They're gonna bench it, and just pass over to us. Start off with the Great Ball here. There's a Baby Blacephalon. Alright, that's really good. We can bench the Baby Blacephalon, water to it. Before we Stellar Wish, just to see as many cards as possible. There's a Dedenne. Let's attach. Do I just want to commit to the day change here is the question. What do we do here? We have a lot of options available to us. I'm going to start off with the Stellar Wish here. There's a Hearth. Probably just... I don't see any point in taking out the Zigzagoon. I feel like there's no point in doing so. They would just come in and take a knockout with Eternatus VMAX, and then we lose a lot of stuff. So I think I'm just fine going for a Quick Ball and grabbing a Zacian here. I feel like that's the better play to make. We can grab the Zacian V here. Price the Crystal, price the Quick Ball. No, we didn't price a Quick. No, we did price a Quick Ball. Price the Hearth. Good thing we have Marshadow in deck, so we can bump the Swell as soon as possible. We can grab the Zacian here, fetch the Zacian, play the Mewtwo, put the Welder back on top of the deck, and Intrepid Sword. And there's another Baby Blacephalon. There's a Scoop Up Net. And next turn we can look to Dedenne change, if so need to be. I mean, if we ever do need to do so, that would be pretty cool. I mean, Dedenne change lets us see more cards, and just the pass from our opponent, it looks like our opponent doesn't really have much going for them, to say the least. So I think I'm just going to start off with the Stellar Wish here. There's the Quick Ball. Alright, that can grab us the Resetting Hole Marshadow, meaning we can bump this. That's going to be pretty good. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to grab the Quick Ball here. That's a really good hit off of that Stellar Wish. So what do we get rid of here? Decisions. Quick Ball away. I'm thinking the Fire Energy, because I think I sort of want everything else, so I think this sort of has to be. Grab the Resetting Hole Marshadow. I think I'm going to attack this turn. I think that's our goal here. Bump that Chaotic Swell. Play down the Hearth. What do we get rid of here? Everything in this hand feels so good. But we're obviously going to do it, so we can go ahead and click it. We need the Scoop Up Net for sure, so that's not an option. We need the Welder. Probably need the Baby Blacephalon. So it's either a Crobat or a Dedenne. I think I'm going to get rid of the Crobat here. Sort of stinks, but it is what it is. So let's grab the 2 Fire Energy here. Fetch another Baby Blacephalon. Do we Welder 2 or Welder 1 is the question. I'm going to Welder 2. Go a little bit heavy here. See what we draw. There's a bunch of crystals. Alrighty. Jeez. This means if we Day change, we're in a rough spot. Do I just want to commit to an Intrepid Sword this turn? I think I just Intrepid Sword and dig for a boss, to be honest. So I'm just going to Intrepid Sword here. Maybe that was a misplay, but I'm really trying to take a knockout on this instead of this. So if our opponent has an energy in hand, that's fine. They can retreat. Power Accelerator if they want, just to pass from our opponent. Alright, there's another Welder. We can Giant Hearth away and then some more energies out of the deck. Really looking for that boss's orders here. That's not a boss's orders, but we do have a bunch of Scoop Up Nets to work with. So I think that's no, I'm not gonna Welder yet. Scoop Up Net the active Jirachi. Go into this Mewtwo. Scoop Up Net the Mewtwo. Go into the Jirachi. Let's try again. Looking for boss's orders. There's a switch, but no boss's orders to work with. That sucks. Let's go for the Great Ball here. And this turn, we're for sure attacking. We whiffed the boss's orders a couple of times, and I think we sort of just have to attack here. I'll take the Oricorio here. Just stash it in the hand. Net the active Jirachi, go into the Blacephalon, bench the Jirachi. I think I hold off on doing anything else. Can just attach to the baby Blacephalon on the bench and use Fireball Circus. Take a knockout on the Zigzagoon, and if our opponent doesn't do anything, we do win the game the following turn. Yeah, maybe I really wanted to dig for that boss's orders, and it would have been very good for us had we hit the boss's orders. There's a capture energy from our opponent. There's another Eternatus V, but do they have what it takes? There's the switch. Alright, so our opponent still dead drawing by the looks of it. There's a switch. What do we want to do here? We definitely want to target this. That is without question. But what do we Giant Hearth away here? We're not guaranteed the switch, so I'm not gonna switch into this Jirachi. Because if we hit a boss, we still need a way to switch out of the active. So I think we just take a knockout here. I think I'm fine with that. So play the crystal, get 3 from the discard pile back into our hand, and I need to Giant Hearth away something in this hand. Probably a quick ball. That's fine with me. Grab 2 fire energies from the deck to take a knockout this turn. The boss's orders was in deck. Yeah, that's a little unlucky that we didn't hit the boss's orders that last turn. That would have been super good. And I think I just settle for the knockout here. Fireball Circus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and take the knockout on our opponent's Eternatus V, and we're sitting in a really good spot. Our opponent seems to be dead drawing, which is so nice for them to do so, and maybe I should have welded to another Blound this turn, but then again, I don't think we had the energy to do so. And there's the Dynamax Cannon from our opponent. That's going to be game over. We have Hearth, we have Double Crystal in hand, and yeah, we didn't even need to hit boss's orders this game to win. So let's use the Giant Hearth, get rid of a Jirachi, get 2 of the last 4 remaining energies from the deck, play the Fire Crystal, and as you guys can see, Baby Blacephalon still running really, really well, even without the Fiery Flint. It's just adapted to the meta, and that's gonna do it for game 1. Let's get rid of all of these energies for 400 damage, I think. Yeah, 400 damage against our opponent's Eternatus VMAX deck. Yeah, that's gonna do it for the first game, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Alright, so hopping into our next game against Doomsday 94. Good luck to him or her. We do win the coin flip, so I'm opting to go first here. And let's see what we draw. A Jirachi, Great Ball, a bunch of switches. Not a terrible starting hand, but surely one that can be better for sure. See what we're up against. We're up against a Zigzagoon. That probably means Eternatus. Oh man, let's play the Great Ball. There's a Blacephalon. Looking for a quick ball off of this Stellar Wish. Do we hit a quick ball? A quick ball? No, but there's a Welder. That's not bad. So we can bench this Blacephalon. I don't know if I want to attach this energy or not. Or do we just hold on to the fire energy for now? Just so we're guaranteed the water. I think I'm holding. I think I'm gonna opt to hold on to the fire energy. I think I will bench the Marshadow. Just pass over to our opponent. I'm gonna opt to hold on to the fire energy. I'm not sure if that's a misplay or not, but it's just a preference. So I'm guaranteed the Welder next turn. That's my reasoning behind it. And there's a Spiritomb. They get rid of the dark energy. So there's the dark attachment to the Spiritomb. There's the doll. So what are we up against? There's a switch into a doll and a Dedenne chain. So this is not Eternatus. What is this? It's just straight Spiritomb with dolls, I guess. I mean, there's the Tyrogue. That's fine, and they hit head, so probably gonna punch the Jirachi, I would imagine. Yeah, or Marshadow. Yep, just punching the Jirachi. That's expected. So let's Stellar Wish here. There's a quick ball. All right, that can grab a Zacian. I think that's what I'm going to go for here. I think we can get rid of one of these switches. go for a Zacian. See what we prized. Priced a Welder, 2 energies, 1 hearth, a couple of other things. Nothing too major, so that's pretty nice. So let's grab the Zacian here, bench the Zacian. Just no other fire energy to work with. Sort of sucks. So I'm gonna hold off on doing the Welder, so we can water more energies. If I just watered for 1, I would have to find another Welder to be able to attack next turn. So I'm just gonna Intrepid Sword here. There's another fire energy. That's pretty good. And an Andy Oricorio, which is nice. So hopefully our opponent doesn't Marnie us. That would sort of stink. But we can also go for Blazer. We know we have 2 fire energies prized, so the chances of Blazers hitting is pretty good. So that is something to note. There's the Building Spite from our opponent. That's fine. Let's see. There's the Tyrogue again. It flips tails. Thank goodness. That's really good for us. So there's a Fire Crystal. Let's start off with the Welder. Attach 2 fire energies to the Blacephalon. Draw some more cards. No way to take a knockout this turn, but that's fine. Let's start off with the Stellar Wish here. Probably just take the Hearth, and we can choose to take the knockout here if we choose to. But I can Intrepid Sword and hopefully dig for a boss to be able to bring this guy up. Or I can actually go for the Cramorant play. I think I like that, so I think I'm just gonna hold this hand. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hold this hand, to be honest, and just Intrepid Sword, and look to Welder to the Cramorant and snipe the Spiritomb if they don't go aggressive this turn. Yeah, that's gonna be our game plan here. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Basically, we can. Oh, this is super good. We can Welder to the Cramorant, put this Mewtwo it back on top of the deck, and with the amount of crystals we have, we can spit shot a bunch of times. So this is really good. Start off with the Great Ball, then the deck before we use Stellar Wish. I'll just grab another Jirachi at this point. I don't really see us using Data Change or Crobat. And if we did need to, it would be because our opponent Marnied us, so it's better if we leave those in the deck. Let's Stellar Wish here, grab the Quick Ball, that's fine with me, and bench the Cramorant here, Water 2 to it, and we're definitely going to snipe the Spiritomb. That is the main threat on our opponent's field. We don't necessarily have to worry about the Dedenne yet. Anything else I want to do here? Sort of want to play the Hearth just to thin out the deck. I think I will do that. Thin out a fire energy. Grab some more. Yeah, we have plenty of fire energies in the deck, so definitely want to get some of those out of there. I think I will net the active Jirachi because it has damage on it. Probably just bench the Mewtwo here. Put back a Water back on top of the deck, so we're guaranteed that next turn. And I think we just spit shot KO stuff. I mean, we definitely want to hold off on Quick Ball. I should have Quick Ball before I Mewtwo'd, I think. That's probably a misplay on my part because it would have thinned the deck out a little bit more, but not going to make a huge difference here. Let's Cramorant, snipe the Spiritomb, get that off the board as soon as possible. And right now we're sitting in a really good spot. I'm not going to lie. So there's a fire energy from the prize cards. That's fine. That means we only have 1 left in the prize card. So Blazer chances are sort of reduced. Which is fine. So let's see how our opponent responds here. They can Marnie. We keep in mind we do have Beak Catch available to us, which is pretty nice. I still don't know what we're up against. Straight Spiritomb, I guess. There's the Mew. Alright, so we're not using Spit Shot anymore. That's for sure. So we can look to bosses, but that means they're gonna have to doll. They're gonna have to put this doll back in the deck, if they want to make room for a Spiritomb on the bench. So there's a net on the Zigzagoon. That's fine. They bench a Jirachi. Looks like our opponent's not dead drawing anymore, I guess. Stellar Wish into a Quick Ball. Alright, that can't get them a Spiritomb. But this turn we are definitely looking to utilize boss's orders to bring up there's a Rowlet. So this is, I'm thinking this is either bird this is either a Birdkeeper Spiritomb deck or a Decidueye Spiritomb deck. Either way, it's pretty unique. I like it. So what do we do here? Start off with the Hearth. Probably just thin a Jirachi actually. No need to thin Fire Energies out. We have 4 in the discard pile. That's more than enough to have in the discard pile for now. Gonna switch into Jirachi. Use Stellar Wish here, looking for a boss. Not a boss, but we'll take the net for sure. And actually we're getting a prize card here. I forgot about that, so that's pretty cool. I think I saved the switch and I net the active here. Going to Blacephalon, bench Jirachi again. Attached to the active, no need to Welder yet. And I think I just Fireball Circus, take the knockout. And yeah, sitting in a pretty good spot, taking a knockout on our opponent's Jirachi. Did not see a draw supporter from them for a couple of turns, so probably means they're sort of dead drawing now. So we'll take it for sure. Yeah, our opponent's wacky deck, proving to sort of brick a little. There's the research from our opponent. Alright, they're going here. Opting not to bench Zigzagoon, pretty interesting play. They attached the Cape of Toughness to this Mew. I sort of disagree with that. I feel like they could have attached it to the... Wait, this doesn't apply to Dedenne. Okay, I lied. They shouldn't have attached it to the Dedenne, and our opponent made the right play. I was gonna say they could attach it to the Dedenne for it to get 50 more HP, but then I remembered Giant Cape does not apply to GXs, so that's something to remember, guys. So we haven't seen a single Jinx from our opponent. There's the heads. They'll probably punch my baby Blacephalon to put it into one-hit knockout range. Yeah, I wouldn't really see a reason not to. No, they decide to punch the Zacian. Alright, that's fine with me. What do we want to do here? Really want to dig for, again, a boss's order. So use the Hearth, thin out the deck even more. And as you can see, there's the boss's orders in the deck. It's sort of hiding from us right now. So we can switch into Jirachi again. Try again. No boss's orders. And honestly, I think I'm just fine holding on to this hand. I don't really see a point in KOing the doll. I'm just gonna Intrepid Sword. I think I'm fine doing so. But no boss's orders again, so our opponent can chill a turn. And if our Jirachi's probably going to get knocked out here. We're down 3 Jirachis. That is something to note. I probably should be thinning out more Fire Energies than Jirachis now that I think about it. But there's the Lily Pokédoll from our opponent. Looks like they're going to go aggressive here. No, they promote the Tyrogue. Sure, that's fine. There's another doll from our opponent. That's fine with me. And they Lily Pokédoll again. Okay. They already retreated, so they can't do this again. I hope our opponent realizes that. You can't retreat again. So this Tyrogue's stranded in the active unless our opponent has a Switch or a Scoop Up Net, or a Birdkeeper, or something like that. There's the net on the Tyrogue. What is our opponent trying to do? Are they trying to save all these dolls? There's the research. Okay, that's what they were trying to do. They get rid of a Switch. That's pretty good for us. There's the Building Spite. Now, is our opponent going to go aggressive this turn or not? Is the real question we should ponder. There's the Bratty Cake. They fail again. Alright, that's pretty good for us. There's the boss's orders, finally. Decides to show up at the party. Take the Scoop Up Net here. Want to switch or net the active? I think I'm just fine switching here. Switch into Blacephalon. Boss's orders, bring up the Spiritomb and take a knockout on it. I think that's our game plan. Yep, bring up the Spiritomb here. The cool thing we can do here, net the Mewtwo and put the boss's orders back on top. So in case our opponent does not manage to take a knockout, this turn we can look the boss's orders up another Spiritomb, which is super cool. And we have another net to do that for the following turn. So I'm just showing off Mewtwo's worth here, to be honest. hold off on doing everything else, and we're just going to Fireball Circus. Our opponent has 110 HP, they're down 30, so that means we need to get rid of 2 here. That's fine, and right now we're really sitting in that driver's seat. So there's a Fire Energy from the prize cards, that's fine. Yeah, we just have access to boss. We have enough access to boss for the rest of the game. We can boss his orders this turn if they decide to go into the doll. And we can boss his orders again on the Dedenne for game the following turn. So it's pretty nice that our opponent is having had a little bit of a rough setup this game. There's the building spite. Alright, that's fine with us. Let's see, do they have to knock out this turn is the question. Rainbow Energy, keep in mind, is rotated, so that makes Spiritomb much weaker. There's the hiding Dark Energy. Are they going to retreat into the doll is the question. I think our opponent knows we have boss's orders on top of the deck. So even if they Marnie us, we're still guaranteed the boss's orders, and they need to grab. There's a Hoopa from our opponent, 30, 50, 70, 90. That is not enough to take a knockout on our Blacephalon. So our opponent needs a lot of stuff. They get rid of another switch. That's good for us. There's the Spike Muse. Alright. Our opponent has a knockout. That's fine with us. We have another Hearth in hand to replace the Spike Muse. So we're still sitting in a pretty good spot here. Yeah, we're close to decking out, so that is something to note. Yeah, we do need to watch out. We definitely don't want to lose the deck out. So probably not going to use Giant Hearth to thin out the deck anymore, because we're just so close to decking out at this point. So it's a very good thing here that we're getting to replace the stadium for sure. And we're only down 1 baby Blacephalon. That is something to note. So going to bench the baby Blacephalon here. Welder 2 Fire Energies to it, and just take a knockout on our opponent's Spiritomb this turn. Attach to it, we can see what's left in the deck. I don't think I'm going to take anything here, just to leave it more thick, so we don't deck out anytime soon. We can net the Jirachi, promote this Blacephalon. Sort of want to quick ball and get another Blacephalon out and play. I feel like that's optimal. I think that's what I'm gonna go for here. Yeah, so quick ball away Fire Energy here. Just as I said I wouldn't thin out the deck, I get out and I thin out a card, but that's fine. We can bench this Blacephalon. Fireball Circus for the KO. 110 minus 50 is 60, so we still need to get rid of 2 energies, but again, perfectly fine here. Just take a KO on our opponent's Spiritomb and go from there. So still sitting in a pretty good spot. I am sort of scared about decking out, however. We're getting pretty close to that point, but the chance... Oh, I forgot to play the Hearth. Oh no, that's such a misplay. That means our opponent might be able to score a knockout here on our Blacephalon. If they don't, we have the boss's orders for game on the Dedenne. There's a Great Ball. They're down 1 Spiritomb. I think that was a Spiritomb they just grabbed. Yep. We're probably going to get punished here for making that misplay. But then again, they do need to switch twice or get another Spiritomb in play and Jinx off of that, because they need 4 damage counters in order to take a knockout. So that's still a lot that they need to do in order to take a knockout on our Blacephalon. There's another doll from our opponent. It's fine. There's the Bird Keeper. So it looks like they're gonna have to knock out here if they have another doll to work with. Oh man, me just getting absolutely punished for my misplays. There's the switch into the Spiritomb, and yep, they have to knock out on our Blacephalon. Oh man, man, this really sucks. Just me misplaying overall. But I still feel like we're gonna win this game here, even though I misplayed. Definitely gonna remember to play the Hearth now. Throw down the Hearth Crystal. Put 3 Fire Energies from the discard pile into our hand. Water to our active Blacephalon. and just honestly, I think we can just Blazer KO this turn. I don't really see a reason not to, so can probably hold off on attaching the energy, to be honest, just to, you know, play a little bit more conservatively, I guess. But we're just sitting in a we don't have a way to switch out of the active. I think I'm gonna commit to attaching to the Cramorant, because I think our last baby Blacephalon is actually prized, so we need a way to pivot out of the active. So I'm just gonna attach to the Cramorant here so we can pay that 1 retreat cost when that time comes. So I think I'm just gonna go with the Blazer here, take the knockout, and actually this guarantees us the baby Blacephalon, which is super cool. So this was definitely the right play. Probably just take the baby Blacephalon here, and yeah, we have boss's orders in hand. If our opponent doesn't disrupt our hand somehow, we do just win the game next turn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Definitely a misplay, now that I think about it, not weldering to this Cramorant. Because had we welded to this Cramorant and just attached one to the active, we would have been able to Blazer KO, and then next turn just attach, boss this, and take a knockout on it. So that's a misplay on my part. Yeah, just something to note there. Let's see what our opponent does. There's the boss from our opponent on our Zacian. Do we just lose now? No, I think we still win. We can welder to the active, attach the Blacephalon. So we're still fine. Alright, awesome. We still do win this game here. Play the Fire Crystal. Put 3 energies. Jeez, that got a little bit more intense than it needed to, for sure, because of my misplays. But we welder to the activization here. We can attach to the bench baby Blacephalon. We play the Fire Crystal, and we take a knockout, and we win the game. So super close game against Spiritomb. Yeah, definitely way closer than it needed to be. But nonetheless, here we do take the dub, and that's what really matters in the end. So that's gonna do it for the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Baby Blacephalon still around, still super good, and please do remember, guys, to stay safe. Have a good day, subscribe, and peace out.